Welcome to Boiling Hot Britain with this, the Goodeburn. And the thing about this is that I actually ordered this on the day it came out. Hooray! Because it came out on the 21st of June, I believe, along with Bearkuma 50. Bearkuma 50 is coming next video, however, this is the current video. I was actually quite shocked I was able to order it on the 21st when it came out because it was out of stock on Amazon. It was in stock on eBay though. So I bought it on eBay, and boom, here it is. What else happened to it? I was going to review the Leon Celia first, instead of this, if this had not arrived. This was supposed to arrive on Tuesday. It's now the 30th of June, so it's got here in about a week, I think, which is impressive. But like I said, I was going to review this, the Leon Celia, in this video, but since this is here and since Bearkuma 50 is here, this will have to wait. I'll tell you what, it's got to wait. This, along with Bearkuma 50, do not have off switches. They have battery pull tabs. I would like to take the batteries out as soon as possible. I do not want them running out and corroding. I know that's the thing in all these toys, but also I don't want to lose the battery tab for this toy, because that would mean not being able to hear the phrase that plays when you turn the toy on or when you pull it out. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get to that. Anyway, but before we get into the toy itself, we're going to do what we always do and have a look at the box it came in. I just knocked it against the wall. It's fine though. Look, here's the box the toy came in. This is Gozyuger's Henshin device. As you can see here, we have the product, Gozyuger, which is another white 6 Ranger, after Spider Kuminos from King Ultra, I believe. This is indeed 2-in-1, similar to Tegasword, in which it turns from a Henshin item into a robot. We have a look at this side, which features the robot and the included Sentai ring, because yes, this does include a Sentai ring. Gozyuger with Henshin mode. On the back we have all the important gumps. You can see here that this is how you transform into Gozyuger along with the finisher attack, I believe. Robo transformation. We also have the compatibility with the Bearkuma 50, which will also be demonstrated in the next video. And also how you can combine Tegasword with Goodeburn to form Tegasword Wideburn, I think that is. I forget the name of it, even though I literally looked it up earlier today. And there's nothing on the bottom except for Sad Pac-Man. 50 millionth Emgo reference completed. Right, I don't know why I'm chucking the box away. I'm going to need it to prop the camera up in order for the combined mode to actually work. So anyway, let's actually look at the Goodeburn. Actually, no, this isn't Goodeburn. This is actually, I can't remember. Does the Henshin item version have a different name? Actually, no, I don't think so. This is Goodeburn in its little knuckle form, as you can see. The fact it's a knuckle and the fact that there's a button here that you push down like this to transform is kind of reminiscent of, I want to say, the Ixa knuckle from Kamen Rider Ixa, but I don't know if I'm thinking of something else. I don't know if that's just a false memory or something. But anyway, the actual shape, yeah, they didn't really hide the legs very well because they're sticking out at the back. If we have a look at Tegasword, you can see all of the mecha parts are hidden quite well. The parts for Goodeburn Robo are not hidden very well, but that's alright. It's a 6 Ranger Robo. On the bottom we have, yeah, I know, the hollow plastic, but it's there for a reason. That's for the combination for the Bearkuma 50. Handle, although there's no button on the handle, it's just basic handle, so you can hold it, and it appears to fit all of my fingers, which is a bit of a shock because that implies it's a bit bigger than the Tegasword handle, because the Tegasword handle doesn't fit all 4 fingers I've got on one hand, because it kind of is a bit of a cramp. There is some metallic turquoise, which is a metallic colour I don't think we see a whole lot of these days. A lot of translucent turquoise, which I do like. Speakers here. clear. There's some gold here, which obviously for the Robo's legs, but we'll get on to that. Very, very, I think, very visually impressive. It looks very, I want to say very regal, but I'm not sure if that's the right term to describe it. Very basic on the back side. Looks the same on this side as it does on the front, or on the other side. Again, front looks like a fist. Does indeed come with a Sentai ring. This is the Goju Polar Sentai ring. It does indeed come with the separate, bigger ring part, but I forgot to bring it up. Soz about that. There's a lot of translucent turquoise, silver and gold. The rumours about this being a silver and gold ranger were kind of accurate, by the way, because they did kind of rumour that a bit. Anyway, there's these side panels here that kind of fold open to reveal the little robo face underneath, which doesn't have metallic eyes necessarily, but it does have metallic silver all round. This is the only time, I believe, yeah, this is the only ring so far where a change ring is also a mega, a change ring is also a mecha ring, because normally the weapon rings are normally mecha rings, because I've got the Tegasword red ring right here, as you can see. So change rings normally just function as change rings, but this time change rings can function as mecha rings. On the back we have the pin code, in which there's only one pin here, this one, which is pin number 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So bottom left, that's pin number 4. So I'm going to very quickly show off what this ring does in the Tegasword. So we're going to quickly just turn it on. Oh, remove this string, because otherwise I go straight to the combination. Now keep in mind that this is a 6 Ranger ring, and this is the core team's changer. Normally 6 Ranger collectibles do not tend to work with the main core team, and this one is no exception, because watch. Nothing happens, it's just silence. Same deal with the Tega June ring, I believe, from Ring Hunter Garudo, I think that is. And in case you're wondering, there are some slash noises. Notice how the light changes all of the colours and isn't just fixed to one colour. That, like this ring, for example, makes the whole light just turn just red. This one doesn't. This one makes it turn all colours. So red, green, blue, purple, white, all of those. And there is no finisher noise, so if you hold the button down, nothing happens. And as far as I know, it's the same deal in Robo mode. Again, 0 things happen in Robo mode. Slash is the same. There's no special attack. It is possible to cancel out the lights by holding the button down. But yeah, that's about everything that the ring does in the standard Tegasword, so nothing that impressive. However, we do manage to kick things up a gear with what the ring can do in the Goodeburn, because this is his specific changer slash gear. We're going to pull the little tab out. The tab is located right here. We're going to pull it out. Pull it out, and you get Bokuwa Goodeburn, which, as far as I know, it means I am Gozyuger. So that's a bunch of Japanese references for you. And it is very simple to reinstall and pull out the tab again. We're just going to demonstrate that, because I was a bit out of frame with the light effect. And it's not doing it again. Why not? Having some of this trouble actually when I got it out of the box, actually. Hang on, can we do it again? Do you have to leave it in there for a bit? I don't know. If it doesn't work this time, I'm giving up, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't work. considering how I'll be taking the batteries out of this when I finish filming this video, I think I should throw this tab away now. And it goes into the bin. Now we're going to use the Goju Polar ring in this toy because the little slot is here. We're going to see what it does. So you get his henshin noise and you're supposed to hold the button down to activate it. I think, let's just do that again just to show you how it's meant to be done, because actually there's a different deactivation noise compared to the regular Tekka sword. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, hang on, pop the ring in like this. You're supposed to punch to transform, which makes sense because it's a gigantic whacking fist. I have a feeling that if this was adapted into Power Rangers, which I highly doubt at this point, I'm pretty sure that it would get the Jungle Fury treatment and not be adapted as a changer because it would probably be a bit too violent. But I am not entirely convinced based on how it's just a punch. But I don't know. Although kind of similar with the Geki Ranger, Geki changes, whatever they were called. But apparently Disney didn't like them, so it depends on the company who's in charge of Power Rangers to decide if something is too violent or not. So you can also do a finishing noise by holding this button down again. I forgot to show it just now, but there's a standby, and the standby will carry on for as long as you hold the button down. Or not. Oh, my mistake. It's just that when you push it once, you just get the attack. When you hold it down like I did just now, that's the finishing move. To me, at least, that sounds more like a blaster noise. I think it's pretty weird how he doesn't say finish finger, because technically a fist is just a bunch of clenched fingers. This says finish finger, but that might have something to do with the fact it's just a palm. This is a fist, so it's more kind of, you know, deca break kind of punch kind of vibe. But I don't know. I'm not Toei. Also, yeah, apologies. It's very hot in this country right now, in the UK. I've got a water bottle nearby, and I'll be drinking from it around the points. So that's what that just was. So. You know, to keep rehydrated, so that's all nice, isn't it? Right, so actually, considering that this is Goju Polar, I bet many people in this country right now wish they could be in like the Antarctic, based on how hot it is here and how cold it is over there. But I don't know. So now we're gonna do the transformation from changer to robot, and we're actually hang on. Before I do that, just gonna quickly just show something else off. Going to show two things off actually. First of all, you can, I believe, switch out the ring parts so that so you can have the gold ones on the Polar and you can have the white ones on everything else. So this works. So at least their fashion sense is up to date. So at least I'm glad about that. It's true compatibility. It's not like, I know it's a very minor detail. I say minor, it's a tiny, it's not even minor, it's like a tiny detail that they kept because why not? Also, I actually knew this even before this toy came out, but there is no reader in there. It's literally, I know you can't see, but there is a little clip for the ring to be held, and there is one tiny little switch off to the side. You can just about see it. And basically, if you just take this ring base and insert it like this, that will be enough apparently, and yes, it is a bit of a tricky thing to remove without the actual ring on top. Another thing you have noticed is that there's a little black dot right here, which is in line where this pin is, right here on the bottom. So when this is on, it'll obviously hit the dot, although it, no. It will not. Oh, I thought it did. I thought it triggered some kind of sound effect or something, but I don't know what that is. Is that a screw? That's probably a bolt of some kind. Am I overthinking these toys? I could be. Quickly, give me like a little small pokey piece so I can test it out. Look, okay, we have a little Lego size. Oh, it does something. Oh, it does something. Is this an off switch? Oh, I'm confused. What does this... Is this meant to be an off switch? An off button? Because if it is, it's quite inconvenient because you've got to hold it down. Or is it just a way to access that noise? Oh, I'm so confused. You know, at first I thought the pin on this ring would hit it, but apparently not. Because if you look, when it's lined up, it just about misses the button. As you can see here that the button is still not being touched by the pin. So that confused me. Didn't really test it out until this video. So, wow. Okay, so now we're going to do the transformation to robot. Now there is a standby noise that I can't turn off. So I'm just going to have to, unless I, get the little switch out of the bin, if I can find it. Or I could just get the one from the Bear Kuma. Oh no, never mind, I found it. If I just wipe it, there we go. Oh, I need to get another wipe. Hang on, just give me a tick. I guess I know it's really inconvenient when I leave the video, but it's just the general life of a Sentai fan. Although I imagine a Sentai fan that is actually quite hygienic. Anyway, right. Just going to quickly dry this tab because it doesn't interfere with the little batteries. Now going to put it in here just so I can show you the transformation sequence without any hassle or noise. And it goes, all the sound effects turned off. Yes, they are. As you can see, with the tab in, nothing happens. So now I can show you the transformation. We are going to, first off, turn it upside down. You can see here that there's a little square turquoise button in the middle. We are going to hold that down and we are going to pull these two halves apart. Like this. So the top half is now separated from the bottom half. We're going to take the bottom half and stand it up. I'm just going to move this up quickly. We are going to fold this panel upwards, which is on a ratcheted joint. Click it into place. Then we're going to turn it around, and there's this other turquoise button right here. We're going to push that, and this will allow this handle to be moved up slightly. Probably for weight gain or something, weight balance. And now we're going to bring in the Techosaur, actually not Techosaur, but the Goodeburn box in order to show you what the rest of the robot transformation looks like. Robot transformation looks like. We are going to take the other half of the toy and we're going to move these parts from the side you can see the arms are pointing out behind. We're going to tilt them so, move them so they are pointing down below, like this. Now this may not be 100% right, so bear with. Yes, it's not right at all. Hang on, there we go. And then this center part here fits in this little gap, and I'm not sure how. I'll just go with it, all right? So this just slides into place. There we go. And of course we take the ring and we open the little sides, and boom, here we are. This is Goodeburn. Personally, he looks more like a bodyguard, I think, but that's probably due to his massive flipping shoulder pads. That might have a thing to do with it. The white and gold, I think, go very nice together, might I add. Obviously the turquoise is here for like an ice motif, I imagine. A very simple transformation. Articulation is also pretty limited, I think. Like only the arms move, but that's to be expected from the Sentai robots. There are some sounds in this mode, which we will get to after we've done the transformation with all the sounds in the standby, which obviously I didn't include first off because I would have to shout over it. So we are going to quickly redo this entire combination with these sounds, so we can see, so you can hear what the. Oh no, I'm trying to find the release button. Well, I don't need one for this particular bit. There we go. No release. We are going to do the transformation with the sounds, so you can hear what it feels like to be a Sentai fan, and that's just come off. That's how it sounds to be a Sentai fan. All the pieces detaching without any input from you. Nice. If we can reassemble it, that would be pretty much all we need. Right, let's pull out the tab and have a ganders. So first off, again, we need to just pull these two halves apart. That should be enough to trigger the standby. So now you have Goodbin with all the sounds. We are going to get to the attack and finisher noise, I think. So there's this white button here on his chest, which is like a stomping noise, which is as opposed to motion sounds, which is what Tekasword had, but it's a budget cut because it's a Six Ranger signal. They don't pour as much budget into it. I understand that, but hold the button down, you get this. Oh, so you got something. Oh, I'm confusing the finishers with the final combat with the final combined robot. Boo! So that's just about everything this does in robo form. But there are some. Goodness gracious. See, comes in handy when you need it. Anyway, so what I was trying to say before this singing interrupted me is that there's this button here on the back, this one off to the left, that triggers the combined mode standby. But then there's this button in the middle, Now this triggers the standby for the Tegazord combined mode. How do I know that this is the standby combine noise? Well, I pressed it accidentally. Also, if we have a look at the actual mechanics of this toy, which we will do if we... I forgot to move the handle up. Boo! We will be able to have a look at the mechanics of this toy if we were to able to smash it into the weapon mode just quickly. You can see here that when these two halves are separated, like this, there was a section inside here. This plate here was holding this button down. So when it's released, it triggers the combined mode. Ooh, look at me, I know so much about engineering. So now we're just going to quickly jam it back into the combined, well, the actual robo mode. And then we're going to make sure that the sounds are turned off. Yes, we are. So we can get to the combined mode between these two robots. We're actually going to quickly find the Tegazord. We're going to quickly put Tegazord into robo mode. There we are. Legs. Arms. The arms just fell off. That's not a good start. Sword. Head. And of course I'm going to use the standard Tegazord red face because that is what is required for the combination. So it's a good thing I included it here. So we have these two robots here and accounted for. So now we're going to combine them. Basically, we're just going to do this one robot at a time. We're just going to prepare the Tegazord first. First job is to remove the head ring. Second job is to remove these arms and basically do what we've been doing for the other weapons combinations and just attach them to the back. There we go. And now we're going to remove his entire legs. I'm sure that's not painful here for him at all. Here we go. That is Tegazord ready to combine. Now we're going to get Goodeburn. We're going to remove Goodeburn's face. We're going to remove his arms. We are going to, I was going to say take off, take off this chest plate part here. Remove this part here. You can see here that without the chest piece, it's now this white part here. So we fold this down here. Oh, fold the handle up automatic, yeah. Oof. Then in his legs, there is a little piece, which is the little helmet. And then we have these little panels here, which just fold up, like that. There's some metallic paint. I think that's red, at least. Red metallic paint. And then we're going to bring in Tegazord's body and stick that on top of the Goodeburn legs. It's quite a tight fit, believe me. Also, this is quite top heavy, so if you plan on doing this, lean it against a wall or something. I don't know. Those arms don't appear to be straight on the back. That's kind of bugging me now. Oh, they're fine. Don't worry about them. Gov. So then, what do we do now? We take the... again, we're just going to take the Tegazord legs. Here they are. And the little chest part. And we're going to attach the chest part with the connectors there. So now it's stored there. And now we're going to take this, which is the main electronic part for Gozyuger, and we're going to attach it onto the front, like that. And then we're going to take this arm here, remove the back part because it uses one connector here, there. And then we're going to spin it upside down, so this side is facing, and attach it to this connector right there, which is golden red. And we're going to fold up the arm. So this is quite weird. You fold up this fist, and then there's like a tinier arm underneath. And this gets attached to the Tegazord peg, not the Goodeburn peg, but the Tegasword one. You can see here that the Goodeburn peg is visible through the clear plastic. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. We're just going to move the top part, fist, clip it in. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the Tegasword legs. Here they are. And using the clip from the blue part, we are going to attach it on top of here to form a set of cannons. Is that what they are? Is that the excuse Toei's using? Maybe. And then we're going to take the Goju Polar head and stick it into the Tegasword port up here. And then there's this little door here. There's this little panel here that flips up. You can see here we have part of a face. There are two little fists. Then we have this gold Gozyuger logo part. And then this goes on top of the face you just flipped up. If it wants to fit on. Why is it not fitting on? What's going wrong? Problem. I mean, they're obviously ill. There we go. So now that is your robot face. But for some reason, the standby won't stop until you insert the Tegasword red ring into the into this part here, which is presumably because the electronics are connected to Goodeburn and they didn't insert it into Tegasword to avoid spoilers. Right, in it goes. So now you have completed Tegasword White or Burn. Honestly, I think it looks kind of futuristic for a robot of its caliber. I don't understand the feet cannons at the top. It's like they kind of forced into the design, but hey, it's Toei. This is the classics type of combination which combines two robots. They've been doing this in Shinkenger, Gozyuger. They've done it for Gokaiju technically. Technically for Go Busters as well, done it for Kyoryuger, again technically. Tokyuja had it as well, Ninja had it definitely, again Zyuohger had it technically, so it's been a reoccurring trope. Kyoryuger had it, so they do this kind of thing a lot. That's my point. It's supposed to encourage you to buy the two robots, I guess. Is it one of those cluster megazords, cluster mecha? Not quite, I don't think, although the legs do give me the impression that something bigger is coming. Like, if they carry on, like, sticking the, like, legs on top, that could make it look a bit more weird. If they can, it's like the Eagle Shooter Tegasword Green combination, just having the Eagle arrow thing just stuck onto his leg. That doesn't look right, but, yeah. Basically, he looks like he's just been given a backpack. Which I don't really mind. Honestly, I think this combination is pretty good. I think it looks kind of fluid. I don't get the head here though. I don't understand that in the slightest. I'm pretty sure they did that to avoid spare parts. Although they could have provided like a unique little chest like emblem similar to this, although like a little shell or a cover, although I'm not sure. Maybe they thought it wasn't much of an important detail to maybe cover up and ignore. Right, so now we get to the interesting bit, the sounds. Now the thing is, the sounds, just gonna have to disassemble this a bit in order to show you, but trust me, it'll be simple. He hopes at least. I'm just going to take off this. Have to take off this as well. You can hear, here's a closer look at the head, as you can see. Looks like he's wearing like a little hat, which I don't mind. I don't get the fists though. The fists are done in gold. The rest of it's done in clear translucent turquoise plastic, which I do like. Take off this, look. This is what it looks like without the little helmet on. Pop the helmet on and this will be it just looks a bit too big. It looks like, this part here, this gold part, looks like if you were to fill like a rubber glove up with water. It kind of looks a bit like that, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. So this button still works, as we will get to. Thing is, the standby will, obviously, when you pull this out, the standby will be the regular Goodeburn standby until you plug it into this here. that will push down this button and trigger the combination standby. So that's what's going on here. So as soon as I plug it into there, it'll have a different standby. Oh, and gotta take this out, because when I plug this back in, it'll finish the sequence. So here we go. I really, really like the standby for this thing. It's my favourite standby, I think, from this whole series of Gozyuger so far. I think they're all pretty cool in their own way, but I think I would favour the standby for this over the other ones. I think that's a reoccurring thing in Sentai for me. I do like certain standbys over the others, although I think that may be a thing that other fans have as well, based on all the other standby loops on YouTube. In fact, I think I will look up a standby loop for this combination on YouTube after I'm done filming. Very, very impressive. Push the button and you get... we get out. Holding it down doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, an attack. White burn full burst, I think that said, although I could be wrong. And I remember earlier today, if you held it down beyond that, you got a different noise, but again, I could be wrong. No, I'm wrong. Sorry about that. So overall, I think it's a good roleplay toy. I think it's a knuckle weapon. I think we haven't really had many knuckle weapons in Sentai, so it's a good thing to have another one of those. Robot form, again, looks pretty muscular, not gonna lie. The combined form, I think in hindsight, it looks more like a transformer. Although that could be, if by any chance there's any Transformers fans in the comments, I think I remember seeing a photo of the original Ratchet from G1. He had like a very similar white and red colour scheme, so maybe that's kind of what is making me think of Transformers here. I'm thinking of Ratchet obviously because it's the same kind of colour scheme, although of course this design does have some flaws, like the feet cannons. Does feel like they were kind of running out of ideas to what to do with those. I mean, to be fair, these do not do anything else, although they could have made it so this comes down here and clips onto the back. For like a little cape or something. Because this... I think this would pass as a cape. Or like a twin-tailed coat thing, maybe. They might do that. I know that there's still a bit of Gozyuger to go left. Now, again, spoilers. I know we've only just had this, but spoilers apparently. Because these are the second quarter toys. Apparently, in the third quarter, there's going to be a toy called Olga Buster 50/50. Now and apparently the rumours are that's going to be a power-up weapon for the Red Ranger, Goju Wolf. Now, that may have a big combination with Tega Sword, that may not. And extra spoilers, because the rumours are for the fourth quarter, is that they're going to introduce an item which combines all of the core weapons. So that's Wolf de Caliber, Leon Buster, Tuna Hammer, Eagle Shooter, and Unicorn Drill. And I'm not sure if that includes